I'm about to show you exactly how to build a $1 million YouTube channel for coaches. See, the thing is, most coaches are going about YouTube all wrong, and it's costing them millions and millions of dollars. And to capitalize on these millions of dollars, you need a YouTube sales system, because chasing views as a coach on YouTube will not make you money. And I know this because I've helped one of my clients, Lyndon Chastain, get over 60K subs in under 2 years on YouTube. And I also helped them make over $70,000 per month completely organically, as you can see from the screenshots below, using what I'm about to go over in this video.
Just hit 50,000 subscribers. We make over $70,000 a month from our YouTube channel. And Andrew has been a huge part of that.
And that's where the 3-pillar content flywheel comes into play. You need to land your positioning on YouTube. You got to understand how to make value content. And you got to also set up a client acquisition funnel to turn your viewers into buyers. And once you understand this content strategy, you will finally be able to leverage YouTube to book qualified prospects and drive sales for your coaching business. So by the end of this video, this could literally be you. Let's get right into it. So the first pillar is positioning. Now, the first thing that you need to do is understand how to position yourself on YouTube so that you could stand out from the crowd and you could actually attract the right people to your content. And this pillar is the difference between your content getting seen by your target audience versus it just getting swiped away on the homepage. So the first thing that you need to dial in is your messaging. You want to set up a channel so that it targets a specific person who will benefit and actually pay you for your coaching offer. That's why you see videos with a few hundred views to a few thousand views make thousands of dollars, like this video right here for my client. It has only 344 views, as you can see, but as you can see, it's made thousands of dollars for my client. We are trying to attract specific people, not a mass audience. We're not trying to be Mr. Beast. We're not trying to be Iman Gadzhi and try to get millions of views. We are aiming for very specific people to watch our content. And to do this, you need to understand your target viewer's language and what your target viewer responds to. So an example right here is, does your target audience use Stripe as a payment processor, right? If they do, this could be used in the thumbnail. Or do they use PayPal, right? If your target audience uses PayPal, you're going to want to show PayPal in the thumbnail as opposed to Stripe, because that's hitting on exactly what your target viewer sees on the day-to-day. Little things like this in the packaging and intro of your video make it seem like your video was personally made for the person watching, right? So an example would be this video, as you can see, by Ravi Abuwala. Give me 38 minutes and I'll improve your ROAS by 313%. And in the thumbnail, as you can see, there's ROAS with text and there's also the Meta logo at the top. What this does is that it instantly shows that we're talking about Meta Facebook ads, right? This is just a very, very small tweak in the actual packaging that attracts a completely different audience as opposed to it being YouTube ads, right? Or Google ads. Now, to actually do all of this and know who your viewer is, you need to figure out your viewer avatar. So ask yourself, how much money are they making? How much money is my viewer making, right? What age demographic are they, right? Are they younger audience or are they an older audience? You have to know the characteristics of your viewer very well. So are they ambitious or are they lazy, for example? And you also want to know their goals. So an example would be a viewer wants to get in shape fast, but they don't want to spend all day in the gym, right? Or they don't want to spend all day meal prepping, or they don't want to go on a strict diet, right? These are very specific goals and characteristics that categorize your viewer as opposed, instead of just having a basic mass audience avatar. And the reason we want to know all this is because, like I said earlier, we want to make money, not get views. Views are completely pointless without making money on the back end of them. So what would this avatar actually look like? For example, you guys who are watching are probably 18 to 35 years old. You guys are growth driven and really ambitious, and you guys are already leveraging some online platforms. And some of your guys' goals who's watching this might be, you guys want to increase lead gen and you want to establish authority by building a stronger YouTube presence. Now, to take it one step further about your avatar, you have to know their problem and solutions that they want. So this is the problem solution matrix, which is why you need to understand your target audience's problem and pain points extremely well, so you could actually make videos that solve their problems. So an example of you guys is, you guys are probably struggling to understand the YouTube algorithm, and you guys are probably also struggling to be consistent and convert views into sales, right? Which is why you want to position the solution in your videos as the obvious answer for them. This positioning framework alone is literally the difference between you sinking and swimming on YouTube. But now that you know how to position yourself and you know exactly who you're making content for, now we have to understand what type of content do we actually make for these people. Which brings us to pillar number 2, how to make value content. A lot of people overcomplicate what type of content to make for their audience. It's very simple. Figure out what problem your coaching offer solves, then make content around that. Look at these examples below, right? All of these videos literally just solve a problem that our target audience faces. So how to script videos with AI. Our audience is struggling scripting good YouTube videos, which is why we went over it in a video, right? How to get 33% longer session time on your YouTube channel. A lot of people struggle with session time, how to keep people engaged throughout their video, which is why we made that video, because it solves a problem that they have. How to get 1,000 subscribers fast. Everyone in the YouTube space, one of their first milestones they want to hit is 1,000 subscribers, right? So we made a video explaining exactly how to reach that milestone. It's all about supply and demand. If there's demand for your problem to be solved, your video should fill that hole in the market. It's very simple, which moves us over to packaging, right? This is the exact framework you should use for packaging. It's called Alex Hormozi's value equation. And what it is the dream outcome times the perceived likelihood of achievement over time delay times effort and sacrifice, right? Now, what you want to do is you want your packaging to hit on at least 2 to 3 of these things. So in titles, for example, you want to make the dream outcome as good as possible. This video alone has made my client over $10,000, and it's because it has a no-brainer value pack title. The titles give me 13 minutes and I'll make you $100,000 a month. That title has so much value. Like on the value equation, this video literally hits on dream outcome, time delay, and perceived likelihood of achievement. Dream outcome is hitting $100,000 a month. Perceived likelihood of achievement is pretty much 100% because the title is give me 13 minutes and I'll make you $100,000 a month, pretty much guaranteeing that if you watch the whole video that you'll make $100,000 a month, right? That's exactly how the value equation was used in the packaging of this video. As you can see, it's an 8.1x multiplier on the channel and it's made my client thousands of dollars. And because of the packaging alone, the packaging is literally 80% of the reason why this video did so well and made my client so much money. Now, remember how I said the messaging of your channel needs to be dialed earlier? Communicating exactly to your target audience. Here's an example of packaging that does exactly that. This is another video from my client, right? And what this does is that it literally shows a Google Calendar because whoever's watching this video, business owners, they use Google Calendar very often to book calls and to join sales calls, etc. They use Google Calendar to track their whole schedule. So what we did is add literally a screenshot of a Google Calendar, right? That bounces off the title, which is 3 to 5 sales calls a day. We literally crafted a video that is speaking directly to a group of people, and showing the Google Calendar in the video, it just ties it all together. Here's another example. This video doesn't have a crazy out of this world, super hyper edited thumbnail. It's literally just a Mira board in the background and obviously the face cam. But why this thumbnail works so well is because it works with the actual title. You need to think about your packaging like a puzzle. The thumbnail and the title both have to work with each other. So this video is titled The Most Valuable Funnel Training That You'll Ever Watch Step by Step. And literally with the thumbnail, you see exactly what you're getting yourself into. You could visually see the step-by-step process which builds off the title. But now that you know how to package your video, you gotta also know how to edit them, which brings us to editing. Most coaches and business owners completely overcomplicate editing. They think that their videos need to be hyper edited or like literally Netflix show quality to be profitable, but that's farthest from the truth. It all comes down to what I was talking about earlier, which is knowing your target viewer. A child will obviously respond better to hyper edits and super edited videos as opposed to an adult who could watch a video with no edits, right? Like the one you're watching right now. You're watching this video for the info, not because it's a Netflix show. Now, if you're watching this thinking, this all makes sense, but I don't have the time or the expertise to actually build out these systems into my YouTube channel, then click the first link in the description where you could book a completely free 30-minute strategy call with me, where I show you how we create a completely done for you profitable YouTube channel that books you calls every single month. Let's get back into the rest of the video. So an example would be a business owner clicks on this video for info, not entertainment, because they're expecting to get educated, not watch Netflix. Someone watching this video sees it on the homepage. They're going to expect to get lectured. They're expecting to get taught how to build a $5 million a year business. They're not expecting to watch a business documentary. Same with a teen who's trying to build muscle, right? They click on this video to learn how to grow their chest. The viewer is expecting to see what exercises to actually do to grow their chest and how to actually do it. When you start making videos for your target audience instead of videos for you, you will see a night and day difference. My client Lyndon uses the exact same strategies and makes thousands of dollars per videos with just a few hundred views, as you can see below. We literally only get a few hundred views every single video we upload, but that makes thousands of dollars because most of the views that we are getting are qualified prospects who could actually buy his services. But now that you know what type of content you make, you gotta understand how to actually build a sales funnel into your YouTube channel to convert a viewer into an actual buyer of your coaching program. Which brings us to pillar number 3, which is the client acquisition funnel. Client acquisition funnel is as follows. It starts from viewers, then it goes down from top of funnel, middle of funnel, and bottom of funnel content, right? The viewers get funneled down, goes down to a VSL or a conversion asset on the channel, and then people go into your landing page and book a call. This is the whole sales funnel right here, and this is exactly what you need to implement into your YouTube channel to start making thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars a month organically. So let's start at the top of the funnel, which is top of funnel videos. Top of funnel videos attracts the largest audience, and it's broad, high interest topics topics that speak to industry-wide pain points. So a few examples of those videos are as follows. Everyone wants to blow up on YouTube, which means that this video targets a wide range of people, right? Same with the next video by Charlie Morgan, Beginner to Millionaire Guide in 2025. Everyone wants to be a millionaire. So this video is targeting literally anyone. It says Beginner to Millionaire Guide. So it's targeting beginners who want to be millionaires. Same thing with Alex Hormozy. Watch these 55 minutes if you want to be a millionaire. Everyone wants to be a millionaire, right? We're targeting so many people. It's not a video like this is what you'll do to scale from $50,000 a month to $100,000 a month, right? Where that's a set amount of people who are actually making the $50,000 a month to begin with. This video is literally targeting anyone who wants to be a millionaire, which is going to be the widest audience possible. And then we go to middle of funnel videos. Now these type of videos that you'll make are going to attract the second largest audience. There's specific solutions that directly address problems that your ideal clients are facing. And here are two examples of middle of funnel videos on channels. So how to write a killer YouTube title for the 2025 algorithm, right? So it's not how to blow up on YouTube, which everyone wants to do. It's how to write titles. So only people who don't know how to write titles are going to actually click on this video. Same thing with the Charlie Morgan video, right? Someone who watches this video is probably burnt out because they're working so much, right? They're making a lot of money, but they're still involved in the actual process of their business. And they want to take themselves out of it and start working less, but making more money. So think of these videos as a subfolder of the actual problems and dream outcomes of your niche. Then we go to bottom of funnel videos. These are going to have the smallest audience, and these videos mostly are going to consist of case studies, testimonials, which are basically just trust building videos. We want these videos to be the very bottom so that whenever someone goes down the whole funnel, the last thing that's stopping them from blocking a call here is trust, right? And case studies and seeing results that you've gotten for other people. And that's what these videos are meant to do. They're just supposed to nurture that and build trust. So an example would be this video, which I did for one of my clients, right? How we made 1.65 million posting Zoom calls on YouTube. This video is literally a case study where my client breaks down exactly how he helped another client reach X result, right? Another thing that you could do here is like a client interview. So you could just hop on a Zoom meeting with your client and pretty much just ask him a few questions and make an emotional video that is a case study video, and it also shows how your service has helped someone. And what you want to be doing is making an equal amount of top of funnel videos, middle of funnel videos, and bottom of funnel videos. So 33% of your content should be top of funnel videos, 33% should be middle of funnel videos, and 33% obviously should be bottom of funnel content. And after every single one of these videos you make, you want to CTA to a previous video on your channel following this structure. So the CTA is going to be, you're going to link your current video to the video that you're pointing it back to. So drive a connection between those two videos. Then you're going to add a curiosity gap, which is basically just adding questions into the viewer's mind, into wanting to know the answer to. And then you're going to add in the CTA/promise, what they will get from actually watching the next video on screen. That is going to be how you actually drive people down the funnel, because every video is going to point back to a previous video. And the video that should be pointed back to is a free course, VSL, or story video. So a VSL video is a video sales letter. It takes someone from problem aware to solution aware, aka booking a call. It takes someone who doesn't know you to they want to work with you. And then we have the free course video, which is basically it's a 10-hour long video that goes over pretty much everything A through Z about your industry. And throughout the video, every hour or so, you would CTA to your coaching offer. And then in this video, you would link to your landing page / funnel in the description. Same with all of these videos, you want to actually link your landing page in the description of this video. And the story video is pretty much exactly what the name implies. It's talking about how you went from your previous situation to your viewer's dream outcome. Could be how you went from broken in college to millionaire college dropout, right? You get the idea. And you're going to make this video emotional so that it obviously leads back to your coaching offer. Now, all of these types of conversion assets work extremely well, but free courses have been assets to channel that I've worked with that have made them totally worth the time investment. Now, I might be thinking, why? It's because free course videos perform very well. They build a ton of trust for your audience just because of the sheer amount of effort that is seen to be put into each video because it's so long, right? You stand out from the crowd because they take so much effort to make. 90% of creators don't make them, right? Someone sees a 6-hour long video, they're going to know you put a ton of effort into making a 6-hour long video and going through and lecturing for 6 hours straight. So now what does this actually look like? You're going to have top of funnel, middle of funnel, and bottom of funnel videos that all point back to your conversion asset. So to sum everything up, you're going to post top of funnel, middle of funnel, and bottom of funnel videos to get traffic to your YouTube channel. And you're going to CTA in the outro of those videos that sends people back to your conversion asset. So either a VSL, a story video, or a free course video. And why this sales funnel is so good is because it nurtures the audience and builds trust with the leads over time that are watching your content. And once your audience gets nurtured, it pushes traffic to your landing page where people are going to want to book a call with you and get your help. But now that you have the basics on how to create a YouTube channel that prints thousands and thousands of dollars every single month organically on autopilot, you need to learn how to actually implement all of this that I just went over specifically for you, for your coaching offer, without spending months going through the trial and error by doing all of this yourself, which is where I come in because I've helped one of my clients turn YouTube into a lead gen machine. So watch this next video on screen right here where I show you how we handle all of this for you, completely done for you, so you could turn your YouTube channel into a client acquisition machine.